Okay, so we're tuned in again. Now, in this, the fuck are they doing outside my window? Some people are so fucked up. Anyway, let's get on to this next topic. In this video, I want to say this, okay? Here and now. To me, I don't believe. Now, I want to say that this is the way it is. This is the absolute truth. I'll explain it to people. But just from humbleness, I will say that to me, it's the way I see things and honestly the way I experience things. My perception of things. Reality or no. Ultimately, I'm talking about nothing anyway, but there's different ways to look at it. You know, the universe still spins and flows and transforms and changes, whether you're here or not, as a human being. Now, there's people outside my window shouting, talking loud out there, and they are fucked up. Let's get back to what I'm saying now. Here's a topic for you. Now, humans, okay, get this. I don't believe that there are any humans out there, anyone you know or know of, or don't know of, but human beings in a society, let's say a modern society, or let's just say any society, okay? Of course, in this time, the modern time, in any culture, any part of the world, I don't believe that there are any individuals in a society created by an individual, though, you know, he's unknown. It's mostly like the group, you know, basically the group. That's what it is. The group, you know, the group of brainwashed fuckbags who think that they are creating something beneficial. Basically, I don't believe there are anyone, okay, no individuals at all. There's not one individual that has made it, you know, been successful, and who is standing on their own 2 feet now. Did you hear what the fuck I just said? There is not one motherfucker out there in your fucking world. Look out the fucking window and have a look. There's no bastard who is standing on their own 2 feet. What the fuck is... Yeah, in maybe certain situations, like when he's working out in the gym, taking care of his body, him or her. Maybe when he's got his head down and focused on something that he wants to do. But in terms of surviving, just surviving in the society, no fucking way. For the most part, I do not believe that there are people. I don't mean that nothing's possible, but I'm just saying for the most part, 99.99 whatever the fuck % of people, most people, are not. When I say most, I mean 99.9999999. I mean really, almost totally. Okay, it's most of the time, nobody, not a fucking cunt out there, is standing on their own 2 feet right now. You know, nobody. They know someone else, whether you admit it or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Or whether you don't admit it or you do admit it, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, there's people out there who are working in certain positions, earning more money. It is not down to the way they carry themselves, how they work, act tough, act like they know what they're saying, or just because they have good skills or knowledge or ability or experience or strong charisma, character, and they stand up and speak their mind, or whatever you think it is, courage. All of these positive attributes can help a person, yes, but it doesn't mean fucking shit. In certain situations, it only, that quality that you think is a power, your, as I've said, experience, ability in something, knowledge of something, and then your character to be tough and stand up and do this and that and speak your mind and be the first one. No. Your efforts, or even your effort, it doesn't fucking make a difference ever, unless that person, the people that you're with, that's above you. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. You are always dependent. You are always dependent on someone. I believe you are always fucking dependent. Where you live, how you live, who's working for who. Every company, everything you deal with, anything, whether it be a bank, anything you buy, shopping, supply, you've got to pay, right, for services, okay. Services. So you're already you've got to that's already, there's, that depends on money. So in the words of Charles Manson, if I may, here another one of his true quotes. It all boils down to who's rolling your money, basically, who's giving the money. So that means you're working for someone. If those punks now, do you think those punks you're working for, those people you're working for, do you think they're working for you ever? No, you're working for them. You may say, well, they need you as much as you need them because they need staff. Fuck, yeah, you can say that if you want to say that, but I'm just saying, right? Don't ever think that you are standing up, you're doing good, you're working your way up. I don't mean to take away your confidence. I've spoken about this before. But the truth is, you're not actually doing anything. Even if you think you're impressing certain people, you're not impressing anyone. You're only giving people what they literally, they're impressing themselves, basically. And they have mood changes from different times as well. The guy is going through a hard time. There's an important space that needs to be filled. The boss, let's say, and there's something there, or some trouble. You come along, fuck. They start worshipping you, Later on, you'll be scrubbing people's shoes, They don't give a fuck about you. They only give a fuck about themselves. So when you're working in a company, when you're living in this world, you must remember that the only way you are surviving is by having some kind of connection, some kind of a need. What's the word? They need you, you need them. You're only valued when you're needed, but you're not valued as a person. Now, there's a few things here: moral, need, value, and all the different things. And also the main point is about your effort. I'm saying your efforts don't add up to fuck. You're not standing up on your own 2 feet. I'm just trying to say it's very normal. Everybody in society is, every fucking one, I said, in society, more or less in society, societies are, what's the word, dependent on somebody else. They can't make it by themselves. You can't make it by yourself in society. That's why the way it is, right? People try to team up. What's the word? Team up. Tribalism. I don't know what to call it. You know what I mean? They try to join that gang, join that army, join that team. They want to be on that team. They can't do things alone. They want more friends. Same here in China, Chinese culture too. It's the same thing. They'll be like doing that, Yeah. People in China are the same. They're in the culture here. A lot of people, they want to have more friends and connect with more people, and more means more. If you're alone, you are less, apparently. But to me, though, I don't believe that. I follow the old nature of the Tao, I guess, the yin and yang, yin and yang, nature, where the more free you are of the burdens, and if you don't have those, if you're not chained to certain ideas and things, and whatever else is outside of you, then you are more full in yourself in your life. It's like you're grasping out into the void, you're grasping out into nothing. It's like you're looking into the mirror or looking into some picture. It's like you're looking at a picture and you're trying to reach in. I want to be in there, It's an imaginary world, it's not real. You worry about the scary faces, the scary demon ghosts you see in your nightmares, the ghosts you see on a horror movie. You worry and you can't sleep. You lose sleep because you're so scared of that, or scary stories, tales. That's ridiculous. It's not real. And this is what happens. People go out into the world. And when the world lets you, do things, you feel you're getting somewhere. And when it doesn't, you feel like you're not doing good enough. You need to work on things, and you start to look for motivation in other places. Good thing to do, always look for motivation. But sometimes you look to people for motivation, and you look to people that have done good for themselves. You see, no denying that effort counts sometimes, and it should be the right way. It's like if I'm even a sick, let's say a sick person or a very old person who has no energy in their body, and they can barely lift their house keys up. They're very weak, but they still need to use some effort to lift up the key and put it into the door. It feels so heavy to them, let's say, yeah? And they're very sick and ill. So they need that little bit of effort to pick the key up and turn it, put it into the door and turn it. But if it's the right key, it's going to work. So that's all there is. The truth is the truth. So what I'm basically trying to say is, these people that you may look at and worship, or you envy or whatever, don't be envious or just worshipping these people and motivated. Look and see what it is. Some of these people, although they may have ability and skill, it's not always true that it's the ability and skill that has got them where they are. Anyone people that have a nice car, a nice house, where they're working, call it luck if you will, okay? Lucky or not, whatever we're going to call it, but this is a true thing. It's like where they're dependent on somebody else. Picture your life now. Think about the people you depend on. Okay, start with yourself. What do you depend on? Who do you depend on? Could you live in that house? I don't care that. Now, if you live by yourself, how is it so that you've been able to live in that flat or that apartment? That you're able to have this job? You're dependent on people, aren't you? You're dependent on the government, the society who's given you the job. You may say, well, no, that's not true, because you've got effort and you put effort into what you do in your work and work hard. Yes, but I'm saying just a basic thing, like you're dependent, you need some connection with people. You need to be on good terms with your boss, right? And that isn't dependent on your effort and your personality, because it's also on that person's personality. There's a lot of people out there who are working fucking hard, busting their ass, and they're very respectful to the people they work with. They work very hard. They've got ability, but they're not valued. And there's people out there that are very highly intelligent who've been unlucky. They've not been born into some Hollywood actor's family, where they got a chance to get into the movies, or their father's a renowned director or whatever. There's people that have worked. There's people that are homeless on the streets who have nothing, and it's not about being lazy and effort and ability. No, this is just that there's no connection. There's no one. What do? If you want to get somewhere in life, yes, hear me out. If you want to get somewhere, practice learn, gain knowledge, gain experience, study, learn things, train your own abilities and that. Try to search for where that's needed. Look for the right keyhole for the key. Like when you teach children, put the plastic shapes into the right colour, circle, triangle, whatever it is, star, square. Yeah, you're going to find the right way. You know what I mean? That's what it is. This is nature. So it's like the whole thing there, That's the truth of it. And so I see it. I don't give a fuck what people say and what you think. To me, right? A man and a woman are supposed to go together. So that's yin and yang again, yin and yang, right? There's two sides of nature. You can only go there. You can only sit in this chair if there's nobody sitting there. You can only fill the cup up if it's empty. And that can mean either side of anything in any aspect of nature and existence. So the point is, a lot of the time we're wasting our energy and thoughts and energy and efforts because it's not being accepted or needed or recognized. But yeah, the main good point is you should develop your abilities and skills. You should get reach out, but you should try to find where they go. It's not enough to have the key. You have to find the keyhole. That's what I'm basically fucking saying. So a lot of people out there, you think that somehow they are so great, and then you turn around and say, maybe someone says, well, no, the keyhole's there, you've got to have the key first. Well, that's obvious. It's fucking dumb to say that, okay? You need the key to go into the keyhole. You need the effort to put in and turn it. But we're not saying that. There's a difference between being a lazy fuck and that. But I'm saying, if you're going to the wrong areas of life and going to the wrong doors, it's not going to work at all. Yeah, even if you break the fucking door down or the door's open already and you walk in, it's not going to be worth it. And you just walk in and you bust your ass. It's like going to another country and speaking a totally different language, foreign language, and not learning their language and the way they think, and just like you just speaking your own language. It's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah. Or following your own ideas when someone is thinking something else, it's not going to get you. So what I'm trying to say is basically everybody's dependent on other people. Everyone. All the people who's fucking... That guy out there I can see outside my window now in some fancy posh car. I don't have a fancy car like that and a big house like he does. Why is it? Is it because he's more hardworking than me and hardworking means more smart? So I'm more weak and I'm more slow and more lazy and I'm not... Oh man, if you want to get somewhere in life, be tough, stand up to people. You won't get bullied in school, go up through college. You stand up to people, people start respecting you and you talk to the manager a certain way. One day you'll become the CEO. Bull fucking shit. It doesn't work out like that. It does not work out like that. It depends who you're with and who's running shit, who says what it is. You can't necessarily impress the society and work your way up the ladder and expect them to bow down and things to fall into place dependent on your effort. Fuck it, regardless of what you think you understand about society and how you work on it. Now, what I'm trying to say is either, I'm not talking about winning and losing, right? I'm saying, like, you're always a winner in yourself. You've got to find peace in yourself and find a way to be. But I'm saying, right, life in general, okay, if you want to understand the truth is nobody who is literally standing up there on their own 2 feet, just making it every day and making the decisions. It sounds good, it sounds motivational. Yeah, like, I'm going to fucking win it to my will, and it's true, I am the centre of my own universe. It's my own universe, fuck's sake. So if it's like, I'm the master of my own mind, I can decide this today and make it happen tomorrow, I can because I have the willpower. Sounds fucking good, but it ain't like that. I don't care how many books you read. I fucking don't care how many books you read on body language and speaking with authority and management skills and self-help, fucking whatever the fuck, positive, public speaking, how to get people listening. All these thousands of fucking crap books out there. I don't care if you read them or not, study your side, it's good, fair enough. But whatever you study, it's your own mind thinking. Try and use that stuff for what you're learning from books and things. Go out into the world, see it. It's not like that, I'm sorry. You can those people that wrote those books are coming from their own perspective. So all knowledge is good, but all knowledge is ultimately self-knowledge. What are you going to do when things don't work out like that? How to ensure a safe drive home. That's what they're basically trying to say. You can be a good driver, But everybody else out there is going to be driving reckless. Now, if you've got a loving mother and a father who take care of the child, you can trust them because they know they're there because they love and care for those children, the child's children. But when you go into the world, you know what I'm trying to say? It's a different place. The only way you're going to get somewhere, like whether it's anything, because it's all like a service. You sort of say everything outside of pure, honest heart, like your mother giving you food because she loves you. Everything else out of that pure, outside of that, who don't give a fuck about you, the outside society, is only services. So you're going to tell me now, that's right, work on your service skills, and all that, so you can impress people and go far with those abilities and get the, so you work hard with effort and then that comes back to you get something from that, like as though it's still you. No, it ain't. It's not the way. Because, look, the thing is like this, right? There's people, remember this, okay? There's people that have worked their arse off so hard and it has paid off along the way, but only because of the people that they was in company with wanted that or needed that. It doesn't mean that they can do that anywhere in the world in any way. Maybe it will help them in certain situations, but it doesn't mean that this individual at this point in any point in time, anywhere, no matter who they're with in any company, with that kind of set of skills, ability, and positive drive in them, and all of that, and charisma, that's going to get them success in anything. I know, I understand what you're saying. A positive person, strong-minded, focused, that kind of person, patient, and that is going to be able to stand more chance of doing better in a lot of situations. But it's not true for every situation. Remember, I was going to say, right? The point is, a lot of people have worked hard, or somehow they've worked their way up the ladder. They've been let in, basically, or welcomed. Is a word. You must remember where that welcome comes from. Especially when, you can't judge a book by its cover, really, even if they think they've seen a good package on the outside. It still takes time. Things change sometimes too. Books are wrote at certain times too, and certain events happen at different times. And let's get back to what I'm saying, right? The person that, someone is in a good place in their life, or as they see it, could be in a job or whatever the fuck else is. That should be reality, really. But nature should be your only business, and it's not even a business. Nature is nature. Business and competition and all that's a human mindset, and a lot of that's confusion a lot of the time. Development, there's always gain and loss, but there's never loss, really. It's only the flow of life and change. You can only do what you can in a life while you're living it, truly. Now, going back to what I'm saying, you may be at a certain point in your life. Some people might be at a good stage, a certain point in their life where they've done a lot, they've got a lot, they think, for themselves, and they're giving speeches, or maybe you feel inspired by them because you feel they've done so much and they've got so far in their lives. But there are other people who have been working maybe double as hard, or even just the same, or maybe who really may be more skilled and have more effort. And it's nothing to do with them being any less positive or hardworking or whatever than the other person, or skilled or knowledgeable, whatever. But they've not been welcomed as such. They've not been in the right set of circumstances, situations, around the right people and all that to actually get to anywhere in this way or that way. You know what I mean? So, but what they have got, everything you've got, that's as long apart from. Unless you're living in the nature, in the outback, and camping living in caves and living off of the land, nature. If you're living in a modern society, living in this manufactured, this man-made, unnatural environment, this city, this world we're living in, modern world, where all the laws, the rules, regulations, and how things are set up, services and who's running what and what groups are rolling with what groups. You've got to understand, it's gang. Gang's basically what it is. and who's the gang leader. That's what it basically is in all companies, wherever you're working, who's controlling, who's rolling your money, how you're able to live and survive, what you have to pay. Every step you take is dictated, and you are judged on so many levels that are not even logical or realistic in terms of nature, about your body language, the way you talk, and how you dress. And I understand about being smart. I need to shave today, but I'm just saying, you know, it's just it's all made up bullshit. You can't work it out. It's like a special chess game what you can't even hope to get good at, because the rules keep changing or something. They keep changing the rules randomly depending on who. It's like playing chess with a different person, and every single person has their own set of rules, and you have to fucking get somewhere. There's a service, right? You want to get somewhere. You just step on them like a stepping ladder. You know, it's like, you know, by impressing them, and the only way to do it is by guessing and working out their set of rules for the game. Now that's bullshit. All you're going to do is exhaust yourself, and you're going to look at yourself like, you know, with this belief like that there's a way, an actual way. There's a book almost of how to get through life. And the funny thing is, there are physical books like that, and people that use their reputation and stuff to try to get attention by giving speeches. Yeah, if you do it, you can be like me. In order, sorry to say it, but that's not true. Nature and reality is only that, nature and reality. You can work your body out, do some exercise, study. If you can live off the land in survival, in nature, in the forest, you know, well done, it's a skill. You know, I couldn't really do that too well, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Excuse me. Okay. But I'm just saying, you know, various survival tactics and things. I couldn't do it myself. I've not trained for that, but that's different. But it's like in the society, in the modern world, it's just not what it is. So you look out there and you think that people are, whether they're doing really well or whether they're just low, just living in a small house, whatever, and they don't earn a lot of money, whatever it is. But everyone, in every single way, they're dependent on another person, the same way as a baby is dependent on the mother for milk, or whatever it is, or your dog's dependent on you to take him out for a walk or whatever. It's the exact same fucking thing. In society, you're not standing up on your own 2 feet. If you were to stand up on your own 2 feet and start doing things your way and be free, things wouldn't work out for you. So people talking to someone like they're quiet and nervous and all this and that and timid and blah, blah. No. Because they're not doing anything themselves either. So this is where I've learned to like not give a fuck myself. This is what I've learned over the years, to like not give a damn, like to understand that it's all made up illusions and bullshit. When you walk out that front door every day, it's just all made up shit. It's just unfair. But it's like people following people. You got one group of people following this, following that, and they just follow whoever they think's in power. They don't know where the real power is. They don't even know. They're controlled by illusion. They haven't got a real clear understanding of this reality they're living in. They only follow the made up shit, and they think that's real. And I always feel like they're losing out, or they feel bad. Either they've got no drive in them, or they've got drive, but it's like wrongly guided, you know, it's just a wrong outlook on life. So yeah, basically, you know, that's what I believe. Can you get anywhere in life? Yes. Can you get anywhere in this society by just being hardworking, positive and knowledgeable and all those things, and work your way up by yourself and stand up by yourself on your own 2 feet in a society? I fucking don't think so at all. At all. It's always somebody else. That's what society is anyway. Think about it. The whole thing is all a massive group of people, right? Civilization. So it's like two people, the same thing, you know. They're like helping each other out. If you had a society where there's just two people, literally, population, yeah, there's got to be a reason why they're together, living together. There's some kind of thing, right? The same as two lovers or two friends, the same thing. If not, they wouldn't be. They'd go split the different ways, you know. But are you able to survive? No. So So what you've got in this modern day fucking bullshit society is a lot of unfairness and unjustness. What you've got is people basically just all at each other's throats. We're all living together, supposed to be like supporting each other and just well, we're supposed to be part of nature first and foremost. Reality, everybody should have food, water, shelter, clothing, what else, cover, healthy nature, reality, logic, But the thing is, what they do is they don't realize they're just at each other's throats. Their egos, this belief that there are some people with power and being a certain way is one way, another way is weak, and they can't get their morals right. And they're wasting effort, time and energy. It's a constant waste of time and energy, health, and they're in a bad state of mental health. And they've always got to be told what the world is about, what's right and wrong. Where they get all their information from someone else's mouth who's also clueless themselves. They've been told it by somebody else, and they're all dependent on others. Even the most cocky ones, the ones who stand up and try to say that they're doing things by themselves and people listen to them and all this. Maybe they are a manager or whatever it is, but still those people are not really doing anything by themselves. And a lot of the most successful, supposedly, or seen as people are not even successful or happy in themselves. They're not even happy. If you're not happy in yourself, that's already going to affect your health mentally and physically, and it's going to affect the whole health and flow of your whole life, being, existence as a human being, and you're wasting time and energy in your fucking life. So reality is be free. The only way to be free is to be real. Honesty is freedom. It's reality, truth. There's nobody out there who's Superman. There's nobody out there who's standing up doing everything for themselves. So whenever you feel like, you're dependent or whatever, it's okay to support each other, I think. It's okay to respect others. It doesn't mean you should always depend on everything or be lazy or, or people should kiss your ass, but it's it's normal and understandable to have some kind of understanding that everybody's benefiting off of someone. It's you can't do everything. You just can't. Think about it this way. If you're going to say, from the smallest down to the biggest, if you want to say that you can do everything in society, you can stand up on your own 2 feet. It's almost like saying that you've got some magical power over the whole society. You act as though it's, no, you've got control over yourself. But actually, no, it's like you're saying you've got control over the whole society. No matter what happens, I can fucking deal with it. And make people listen. No. That's ego, that's pride. That's like driving down the road thinking everybody's going to get out of the way for you. You're going to cause a pile-up. It's not going to happen. Maybe on some quiet nights driving around the countryside. But if you do that here or there or at different times, you're going to crash into a car or a cow or something. The only thing you're in control of is yourself and your steps. How much time and energy are you wasting? How much stress do you have? And now think about this. How much of your life is there? How much do you have now if it wasn't for someone else in some way helping you out or being there? Not like they got more power than you, but there was something. And there are people benefiting off of you probably too. You ever thought about that? Or are you being used? But it's not about are you being used or not. That's another whole set of things like moral and stuff. But it's okay. I hope people can benefit off of me. If I don't lose anything, right? And I can benefit off them, that's okay. It's unacceptable, all human beings. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't even know. I don't know what to say, but you just value of life in general. And your qualities will take you far as a being. You may be worth much more. You may be capable of much more. And a lot of people waste their energy and efforts in other places to impress other people or get somewhere in life. But there are people out there who don't have it, and they don't have a true, real life that they value even. So I want to say thank you for watching. This is kind of like a messy talk here, this video. A bit of a jumbled up talk, I know. Okay. I want to say thanks for watching, but the point is there. The point is there, and I hope you get what I'm saying. Thanks for watching. Take care now.